we are noticeably care a lot about our team and our program and our university and who we play for, and it took us a while to get here. Thankfully, maybe the other team spent some time in here to give us time to cool off and love on each other, but I couldn't be more proud than I am today of a group of people that literally didn't know that they were going to be Huskies this time last year. So it's a remarkable feat. It took a lot of hustle, a lot of chances on people staying here, coming here. We're an authentic program. We're a program that came from people wanting to be here because they want to be here and wanting to do right by the game, right by the program. And you have up here a living example of someone that has been in a couple of other programs that got to finish with us, and she can speak to her experience. She had an awesome day today, and then an up and coming star. So it's pretty cool that we get to leave here on this platform and this stage with these two specifically, but with our team we have no regrets at all.
We'll go into questions for student athletes.
This one's kind of for both of you. She mentioned it. There's dynamic, a lot of new faces, young and older ones. Can you both just kind of speak to how your team came together to get to this point now?
Yeah, for sure. We're all new, as you guys said, and it's been just so fun to learn from each other, learn from our little practices, and even in games. It's been so much growth within this team, and I know me and Flo and everyone else, we just have so much love for each other. It truly is a family here, and we're so grateful.
Especially like with the experience I gained, and the girls just make me feel like an environment where we could be who we are, and I think just learning how to connect. And it's about the community of all of us being together, and then just knowing that my girls have my back. It's all about the fight we put in, and just working and just being around good people. And learning from this is just, I know that I want to leave my mark, and especially have my girls behind my back, and just being around the greatest coach right here.
And then to fight back and get back into the position, not just from yesterday to today, but from the first game. In the second one, you're down, you got to come back a couple of times.
Yes.
Do you think that's just kind of the embodiment of what you guys had to do throughout the year to be where you are?
Yes, we learned that we're playing a little tougher teams in our conference, and then I think it just helped us build a better experience. It teaches us a learning example for Soph, coming from a freshman and just learning how to adapt in the new college world, and just seeing that impression of there's a lot of talent, and no matter who you are, it's who you choose to be on that field and just compete your butt off.
Yeah, this team's got a lot of fight, and I think we proved it to everyone. We all knew it, but there was definitely some people out there who maybe didn't, and that's okay. But I think we proved to everyone and ourselves just that we do have a lot of fight, and just because it didn't go our way today, we got a bright future, and I'm thankful for all these girls today.
This game had a lot of ebbs and flows, but one thing that we keep talking about is just how much you guys pick each other up. What are some of the things that you guys talk to each other about, whether it come from the coaching staff or you guys throughout the whole season, that have just kind of brought you guys together?
I think learning to trust one another. We're a brand new program, and just coming from 17 transfers, I think just learning how to adapt connection. And then once we got all connected this year, you could see the foundation, how much stronger we are mentally and physically, and just knowing that people around us, our coaches, care about us, and just being able to know we could ask questions. And I think that helped us a lot in our mindset, and especially going forward towards the future.
Since we are a new team, it's been big for us to just learn and play one-pitch softball, and I think that really helped us today, just not getting too high on the highs and not getting too low on the lows. We could build off of each other and just learn from each other within our at-bats and every pitch.
And for Sophi, what's something about this experience that you'll take into next year, as you become a leader, like your coach said, to build this chemistry and culture around, you and players like yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to definitely take everything that I've learned this year, build off of it, play for this girl right here and all my rest of my seniors, and just create the Husky culture that everyone knows and loves, and just help out all the newcomers next year. And yeah, know that everybody is in the same position that I may have been, and yeah.
Take questions from Coach Tarr.
Kind of just this game specifically, it had kind of a similar feel to the first meeting yesterday, but then you just kept coming back on them. They got back up on you. You came right back. Just kind of take me through your mental aspect of and how you were kind of handling the in-game situations.
Yeah, I think just recovering for last night, it's kind of tough to go to sleep on that one and then wake up knowing you're one game away from being done with your season. So we had to keep the focus on the main thing, which was Brown, and we accomplished that task. And then, we knew before that game who the opponent would be, a repeat opponent, and for us to just continue to build off of what we did last night. And I just think within the game, it was just more of playing Husky softball. And I just would communicate to them a lot. We ended the Big Ten tournament in one loss, and we were out of there. And so that didn't afford us a lot of opportunities to learn how to play Husky softball at this point in the season. So I'm just really happy that we got a game like this that you can teach from the rest of the year going into next year, because this group didn't have those lessons. We were blind. We probably didn't even become the team that we are today until we started halfway through conference when we played UCLA. We really started to know who the group was. So for us to be able to leave this year with what happened in this game, the back and forths and the responses and trying to regain the momentum, and even just for the pitchers to train better, be better, learn better, all of that. We had 0 reference points last year, so we're just really happy that we get a game like this to go forth with and build off of.
And then this team being so young, do you feel like it's kind of an early start to that next year, because you have a lot of players back and kind of early jump on things?
Yeah, I mean, the best seasons that we've ever created have come from situations like this, where you get to start the next year right at the end of the year before. And, I couldn't say that last year. Like I said, our program blew up. We had tough things happen, and people leave the program, which doesn't happen. And so for these guys to buy in and to believe and just basically pick up and basically not even blink about it, and now we get to do it again with this group. It's pretty cool.
You've had to almost reset the entire culture of what Husky softball looks like. What's it mean to you to see all these players grow, throughout the whole season?
Yeah, I think when we have pieces that you plant, and we talked about building something, and we planted a garden, and so we had to have the right soil, we had to find the right seeds, and now we have awesome flowers growing, and we're gonna have some weeds in there, and we got to pick the weeds, and we got to tend to it and all that stuff. But now these guys get to keep the garden. The hard part was kind of putting it back together, and I mean, what an awesome group we had. So many cool pieces that we didn't even know what they were. And so for this group to be able to carry on what we've built, I'm very proud of that.
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you guys. You can keep that. Oh.